Hi. welcome to the Colorado School of Mines Spring Commencement. We will be starting the program in 5 minutes. Please find your seats. In the unlikely event of an emergency that would require evacuation of the arena, please follow the instructions of event staff. Please take this time to identify the closest exits to you. For those seated in the bleachers, your closest exit may be behind you. Special effects will be used during today's ceremony. Please note that they are a part of the program and include brief bursts of fog and effects that resemble fireworks. The Golden Fire Department has reviewed and approved all of today's special effects. Thank you.
My time at Mines challenged me and pushed me to be the best version of myself.
Definitely a roller coaster, but with like the best ending ever, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Looking back at all the hard work that we put in at this school to achieve that dream, it's going to be amazing.
A lot of studying with friends late at night, a lot of participating in clubs and doing activities through the weekend. I picked Mines because I already knew Mines had a really good reputation in the engineering field. So regardless of what kind of STEM field I went into, I knew that I was setting myself up for a successful future at Mines.
I think my favorite tradition at Mines has to be the M climb. I think starting with that tradition is like such a big welcome into this big community.
It's just kind of like a kickoff to the beginning of school and kind of like the start of your journey. You just meet some of your best friends and you get to kind of go back and see the freshmen do it again.
In this past semester, I got to participate in the cardboard boat race. We sank immediately.
We built the boat, designed it using what we thought was good engineering. We got flooded pretty quickly, but it was a great time. It was amazing.
My favorite Mines tradition is just the home opener football game and every home football game. The fans showing up, all the alumni, we have a great atmosphere and fan base. Being on a football team in college is one thing, but being on a team where everybody's going through the same school in terms of academic rigor and everybody's doing engineering, it's been amazing because everyone has each other's back and we're all on the same schedule and we know how to manage our time well.
The girl that I came onto the track team that was in my event that was older than me, she was also a chemie. So like she kind of was able to like guide me through like classes and like what I should be doing and kind of like help me there.
For me, what it means to be an ore digger is to be someone who is hardworking, who can work through a lot of tough times. It's someone who's intelligent, tenacious. Being ambitious is a big part of being an ore digger.
To be an ore digger is to be a member of a community. I think it means being a part of something bigger than you.
To have the love of engineering and STEM in common with every other person you meet on campus.
It's being gritty, it's hardworking, we're problem-solving people, we're very uncommon and unique, and embracing the nerdness because we are all nerds.
Rosewood, brass, and bronze and silver. United Kingdom, Uzbekistan, Venezuela, Vietnam, and the United States of America. Please remain standing until all of our graduating students have entered the arena. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem, performed by the Colorado School of Mines music program, under the direction of Professor Kirsten Carpenter.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please remain standing as the Mines music program will now sing the Mines alma mater to the tune of Oralee. The alma mater opens convocation and begins commencement, marking the transition from Mines student to Mines alumni. You can find the alma mater's lyrics on the inside cover of your program.
Raise your voices, engineers, your devotion sing to the greatest school of mines. Let the chorus ring. Hail to thee, CSM, to our hearts most dear.
seated. Please welcome to the podium the 17th president of the Colorado School of Mines, Dr. Paul C. Johnson.
All right, thank you. And how about another great round of applause for those beautiful voices that just sang for us. All right, it's a beautiful day in Golden, and we are so excited to be here with you. This ceremony, you get more majors for your money in this room. Last one we only got to see 2 majors. This one we get to see a whole bunch, which is fantastic. You're gonna see things happen on this stage that did not happen in the first 2 ceremonies, I guarantee you. So you get special stuff today. We'll see when we get there. But anyway, it's my great privilege on behalf of Colorado School of Mines to welcome you to this celebration in honor of the amazing soon-to-be graduates seated in front of us. Today, across our 3 ceremonies, we are conferring Bachelor of Science degrees to about 1,100 graduates, with 370 of them being recognized in this ceremony. We're looking forward to congratulating them when they cross the stage later today. That walk across the stage will be a special moment for our graduates and their families and friends and all of us at Mines. It will be the last leg of a journey that began for many on the South IM field just outside of this building. There, as newly arrived students, our graduates gathered early one August morning with the rocks that they would carry up to the M. By tradition, those rocks should weigh about 10 pounds, and they typically come from home, although this case, more than a few looked remarkably like our campus landscape rocks. From the IM field, most of today's graduates followed the traditional M-climb route up to our beloved M on Mount Zion, and along the way, they passed through an enthusiastic barrage of water-wielding and fight song-singing upper-class students. Eventually, they arrived at the M and placed their rocks there, and then tossed a new coat of white paint on the rocks, and maybe a little bit on themselves along the way. The M-climb was these graduates' welcome to the Mines community and the first of many challenges that they overcame on their path to this ceremony today. So with those memories in mind, we would like to start this commencement with a moment of reflection offered up by student Ashwini Shrestha. Ashwini, why don't you come on up? Yeah. Let me tell you a little about Ashwini is a bachelor scholar and is graduating today with a bachelor's degree in civil engineering. Where's our civil engineers in here? There they are, all right. And a minor in public affairs via our McBride Honors Program. Ashwini's made a profound impact on the Mines community through a wide range of roles and initiatives. For example, she served on the Mines Activity Council, which is our group of students that runs very, very important things for us, including E-Days in particular is the one that most people know about. And been there for 4 years and currently as the MAC president. It's pretty amazing. She's the founder and president of the Nepalese Student Association, fostering cultural connections and community on campus. Her commitment to student support is evident in her roles as a peer mentor, multicultural engineering program student coordinator, Kickstart lead, and Ordair camp counselor. Yeah. Beyond campus, Ashwini has pursued public service and industry experience through internships with the Colorado State Senate and with Jacob Solutions. She also profoundly holds the title of intramural co-rec basketball champion. That might be the most impressive one, because there's this very special t-shirt you get with this, and when you play basketball and you get to play in the championship, you get to play in the ball arena, which is pretty cool. And by the way, the Nuggets may need you for the next game. So just be prepared to be on call. I don't know the way they're going. Anyway, she plans to continue at Mines through a 4+1 master's program in civil engineering with a focus on structural engineering. So please join me in welcoming Ashwini to the podium.
Just give it a second. Thank you, President Johnson, for that introduction. Members of the faculty and administration, fellow students, family and friends, it is my honor and privilege to offer an invocation for our commencement. Today we give thanks for this fine institution, the Colorado School of Mines, and hope that it may be a lively center for sound learning, new discovery, and the pursuit of wisdom. We hope that those who teach and those who learn may find joy in all their endeavors. As we celebrate the completion of our studies today, We hope to build on the knowledge we gained and the experience we had to effect positive change. Whether we go on to complete further studies, to the workforce, or if the broader world beckons, may we all live fulfilled lives that support others and contribute to society. We thank our dear friends and family who shared in and supported our educational journey for always believing in us. We are thankful for the freedoms we enjoy to pursue learning, life, and love. May we raise our eyes from the mundane and predictable to catch a glimpse of the glorious possibilities of adventure and discovery. May we proceed into the world with humble, thankful hearts and a reverence for those that changed the world before us, upon whose legacy we will continue to build. As we prepare to celebrate our academic achievements, we are aware that not all the friends and family who are a part of our journey are with us today. For all those we have lost, please join me in observing a moment of silent reflection in their honor. Thank you. And congratulations, class of 2025, for the achievements we are celebrating today.
Sweeney, I wanted to thank you for contributing for our ceremony today, but also really for all of your leadership and all that you've done for the Mines community. You're incredible. Thank you. And you have family here? Where's the cheering squad? Stand up for us. Right there. All right. All right. Thank you for delivering our invocation, and we're looking forward to congratulating you when you cross the stage later in the ceremony. So as Sweeney and our other graduates know, Mines is challenging. Alumni affectionately like to say it was tough to get into Mines, but even tougher to get out. I like to say that you can't fly solo through Mines. You have to rely on each other, and you need a supportive network of friends, coworkers, and family. Because of that, I want to give our graduates an opportunity to thank their supporters, both those that are here today and those that are watching our live feed on the internet. So graduates, would you please stand for a minute? I have an assignment for you. You thought you were done with assignments. No, not quite. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Your job, when I prompt you to do it, it's gonna be to express your appreciation for your supporters. Cheering, clapping, and using those bells, all good. And you can do whatever you want to do to make noise when it's time to make noise. I will say, this group started using their bells earlier than any of the other two ceremonies. So I've got a lot of hope for this one. Now, because we're gonna be judging how well they're doing through the whole thing, there's a little competition between the departments going on here. But just so I get my coordinates, I know where the civil engineers are, right? We're over here, okay. Let's see, how about mining? Okay. Mighty mining, I might say. Environmental? All right. Let's see, geology. All right. Geophysics. Usually we put them in the front row to keep an eye on them, but you must have been behaving yourselves late. How about petroleum? Pretty good. Applied math and stats. Econ? Business, engineering, management, science. All right. And how about engineering, design, and society? All right. Did I miss anybody? I think I got it. Which one? Oh, that little one. Yeah, electrical. Where are they? Oh. All right. Awesome. We know where you are. Okay, so you know the assignment. Now, part of the assignment is periodically from time to time, I'm going to ask you to face a certain direction. Okay? So we're going to practice that right now. And the first thing you have to do is rotate clockwise pi radians when I count to 3. I think they'll remember. The doublies are pretty likely to remember this one. The other ones I'm not sure. But anyway, okay, 1, 2, 3. They got the... They got the Pi Radians part. They can work on the collective stuff a little better on this next one. So anyway, okay. All right. So now that you're facing that direction, how about the parents of these fantastic graduates? Would you please stand up for us for a second? All right. Parents, you gave us your students a few years ago, actually in this arena, and now we're giving them back to you. We have enjoyed our time with them. They're bright, they're curious, they're creative, they're caring, they're hardworking, and at times they go off into worlds and conversations that only Mind students can understand. They truly found their people here. Overall, it's been a hell of a lot of fun to be around them and to watch them develop into the amazing people that they are today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for entrusting them to us for the past few years, and thank you for supporting them on their journeys. And graduates, let's give it up for your parents. Okay, counterclockwise, 180 degrees on 3. 1, 2, 3. I think they all digital watch this, that's the problem. Yes, I know. Well, I have a feeling we'll get better. They got a couple more other opportunities. Okay, so while you're facing this way, how about the faculty and everybody from Minds that's here today stand up for us? Yeah. This is a pretty auspicious group of faculty, I got to tell you, looking at them back here. All right, they're placing bets on who's going to have the best group come up, by the way. Anyway, I just want to thank all of you for all that you do to educate, inspire, support, coach, mentor, and fundraise for our students. You are the reason Minds is consistently ranked in the top 5% nationally of all public universities, and why we are one of the few universities to hold the prestigious Carnegie R1 classification for research. The Wall Street Journal got it right when they named Minds faculty tops across all U.S. public universities for being balanced in their dedication to both classroom instruction and scholarly research. So thank you again for being here, and thank you for all that you did to support and prepare these graduates for their careers and from life. And graduates, let's hear it for your faculty. Okay, we're going to try the 180 degrees counterclockwise thing one more time. See if more go in the same direction. We'll see. It's so easy to spot with the new hats. I think that's the thing. So, okay, 1, 2, 3. They're about 98% at the moment. That's pretty good. All right, so now that you're facing that way, how about, well, pretty much everybody else that wasn't a parent that was standing up in that part of the audience, stand up now. So friends, siblings, spouses, kids, whatever. Yeah. You're the group we affectionately refer to as the distractions. Your role was to keep our graduates from getting too hyper-focused on their studies and grades, and some of you did that really, really well. Now, whether you had a positive or negative impact on their GPAs or potentially lengthened the time that it took them to complete their degrees, we need to thank you for helping our ore diggers find balance on their mind's journey. Thank you for being here today and for all that you did to support and distract our graduates. Graduates, let's give it up for our distractors. Okay, now the real test for you is the group that's to my right. You're going to go counterclockwise. The group to my left, you're going to go clockwise. And the ones in the middle have to do whatever side you're closest to. You got to figure it out. Your Minds graduates. This is a test. All right? We'll see how all this works. It should look like a nice beater, but we'll see how it works out. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Ah. They're good at turning. So that's good. Anyway, all right. So the last group that I'd like to have stand up is our Board of Trustees members who are here today. So trustees, would you stand up, please? We have a good group here today. We've got trustees Michael Coors and Becky Mitchell with us today. This is her first ceremony as a trustee, so welcome, Becky, for there. Yeah. Wow, this is pretty good. They know who they have to talk to. All right. We also have faculty trustee, Professor Dinesh Mehta here, and he's elected by the faculty. And then we also, because he happens to be one of that small group of students that's here in the middle, the electrical engineering clan, we have student trustee Kenny. Kenny, I got to have a lot of bling on aura, I think. So, anyway, this is a great group of folks, and most of the trustees are appointed by our governor, and they serve a very, very important role here today, and that's to approve your degrees at the end of the ceremony. Now, in my time here at Mines, I can only think of one time when they didn't, but you don't want to be the second time. So you can increase the probability of success at the end here if you give up nice cheers for the trustees for being here too. All right, graduates, good job. You can sit down and think about clockwise, counterclockwise for a couple minutes while I tell the audience a little bit about the uniqueness of our university, the significance of your degrees, and what makes you, Mines graduates, so distinctive. So for the audience, for over 151 years, Mines is focused on producing the top scientists and engineers, industry leaders and entrepreneurs, and the knowledge and innovations that industry and society need for prosperity. A Mines education is rigorous and challenging, and a Mines degree instantly commands respect. It communicates a strong work ethic and perseverance, and indicates that you are resilient, a great team player, and that you're ready to tackle anything. Means you can also operate on like a half hour of sleep a night and a few other things. But anyway, means you're ready. And as the world has changed, so has Mines. Today, our graduates go into the aerospace, energy and minerals, defense, infrastructure, water, IT, biotech, and financial industries. You'll also find them in the top graduate degree programs and in medical, dental, and law schools. A few will soon be commissioned officers in the military. Now, to come up with a good description of what makes Mines graduates so distinctive, I went to one of our graduates' favorite resources, ChatGPT. See? And I asked it 3 questions. First question was, how would you describe graduates of Colorado School Mines? Second question was, can you tell me something that surprises you about our graduates? And the third question was really for calibration purposes. I asked ChatGPT, what does the C stand for in PCJ? Now that is for the audience, that's the second most question I've been asked by these students in their years here at Mines. And just for reference, the question that I've been asked the most in their time here is, can we have another snow day? Anyway, usually when there's like 2 flakes coming down out of the sky, something like that. Anyway, with respect to that first question, here's what ChatGPT said. It said, graduates of Colorado School Mines are often seen as highly driven, resourceful, collaborative, and incredibly well prepared to tackle the most complex challenges in engineering, science, and technology. They possess a unique blend of intellectual rigor and hands-on problem-solving skills honed through a curriculum that balances theory and practical application. They're the type of people who can break down complex problems and build innovative solutions, all while having an impressive understanding of the physical world around them. They are the future leaders in fields like energy, sustainability, engineering, and technology. We saw those attributes in our graduates as they tackled their field session work and in the way they innovated during their senior design projects. They built things that go very fast parallel to the surface of the Earth, and they launched things that go very fast perpendicular to the surface of the Earth.
2, 1.
I know where our civil engineers are. They also did incredibly well in national competitions, and I want to say congratulations to all of our American Society of Civil Engineering competition teams, and good luck in nationals. Also want to say congratulations to our mining competition and battery workforce challenge teams for doing amazingly well too. Now, our graduates also sometimes apply their superior engineering skills for other purposes, namely building cardboard boats to ride the rapids down Clear Creek with varying degrees of success. Bryn Russell, who's graduating today in this ceremony with a degree in design engineering, made a beautiful sword for Mines in honor of our 150th anniversary and made me promise to do something in exchange for it when he crosses the stage later. You'll have to wait for that. In any case, In addition to their engineering prowess, we observed that these graduates care a lot about others in this world. They helped communities locally and in other countries through various student organizations. They inspired others to pursue STEM degrees through K-12 outreach activities, and they raised funds for those efforts and other valuable causes like heart health and literacy, very creatively, like riding stationary bikes outside in the plaza 24 hours a day for a week in all kinds of weather, and selling raffle tickets for the chance to pie PCJ. Now, this brings me back to the second question that I asked ChatGPT, which was, can you tell me something that surprises you about our graduates? Its response was, I am surprised by how the wearing of a senior hat alters the persona of a Colorado School of Mines student. Not knowing what that meant, I told ChatGPT, hey, I don't understand what you're saying, and asked it to explain it to me. ChatGPT thought for a minute and then came back to me with 2 words, hat swagger and a video. Okay, class of 2025, our newest hat swaggers, please stand for this last bit. So what you were just looking at was the class photo from the fall of 2021 that all of you gathered together on the football field, and that's the year most of you in this ceremony entered Mines. You were challenged the moment you stepped foot on the Mines campus, and you banded together, helped each other, and got the job done. You were peer mentors, resident advisors, and campus leaders. You welcomed the students who followed you to Mines and mentored them at Ordigger Camp. You enriched our campus through your art, music, creative writing, and acting, and you also showed the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference and the rest of the nation that teams comprised entirely of engineers and scientists can win at the highest level of athletic competition and do it with class on the field, court, mat, track, and bike trails. Yeah. And in the pool, I forgot the pool, and in the pool. The distinguishing characteristics of Mines graduates, the strong work ethic, perseverance, resilience, and teamwork will serve you well in life and in your careers. You are ready, and today the world needs bright and creative scientists and engineers and technically trained leaders even more than ever. I want you to know that the Mines faculty, staff, leadership, alumni, and trustees recognize your significant accomplishment and are proud to call you graduates of Colorado School of Mines. I hope that you always carry and share that pride with you wherever you go in life and your career. And as you make your mark on the world, I hope that you find some way to help others pursue their dreams, just as others have helped you. It has been a pleasure to be with you. You are all hell of a scientists, hell of engineers, a few of you are hell of economists, and you are all Ordiggers for life. Please stay engaged and be hell of a Mines alumni. Class of 2025, we're looking forward to shaking your hand and seeing your hat swagger when you cross the stage later. Congratulations to all of you. Go Ordiggers, and you may be seated. By the way, ChatGPT said the C in PCJ stands for either Christopher or Channing, and it wasn't confident either were correct. So now, please welcome to the podium our Vice President of Student Life, Dr. Braylon Pantel, as she comes up to introduce our student speaker. And while she's walking up here, I would also say one of the other duties that's in the job description for Vice President for Student Life is to make sure that we have wonderful weather for graduation ceremonies. I think she hit it out of the park for this one, so let's give it up for Braylon.
All right, thanks, President Johnson. I am so honored this evening to introduce our student speaker, Caitlin Lilly from Longmont, Colorado. Come on over, Caitlin. All right, here, let me tell you a little bit about Caitlin. Caitlin is graduating today with honors and her bachelor's degree in electrical engineering. This comes just a day after being recognized for also having completed her master's degree in robotics. A National Merit Scholar and community leader, Caitlin serves as a class representative for the Vanguard Scholars Program and is an active member of both Tau Beta Pi and Blue Key Honor Societies. She holds the role of treasurer of the American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics, AIAA chapter, where she helps foster student involvement in aerospace innovation. Caitlin conducted undergraduate research at Mines, contributing to advanced robotics and engineering applications. She currently serves as a lab and teaching assistant, further supporting students in the field. Caitlin is actively involved in many things, including the Pi Beta Phi sorority, the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, or IEEE, the Society of Women Engineers, otherwise known as SWE, and Women in Electrical Engineering, belovedly referred to as WE, reflecting her commitment to interdisciplinary collaboration and empowering women in STEM. Last summer, Caitlin gained industry experience through an internship as an electrical engineer at Honeybee Robotics in California, where she will be returning full-time after graduation. Please join me in welcoming Caitlin to the podium.
Thank you, Braylon. It is my honor today to deliver the student commencement address for this remarkable student body, and my pleasure to welcome students, faculty, family, and friends to graduation day at the Colorado School of Mines. As our professors have told us time and again over the last 4 years, engineering isn't a solo endeavor. We graduating students are here today due to our own strenuous efforts and also thanks to the support of those who've helped us in every way during our time at Mines. So let's give one more round of applause to parents, faculty, family, and friends. It's hard to believe we're finally done. When we first arrived on campus, we were shepherded through Ordigger Camp, orientation, and move-in, placed into groups that became our communities. As we progressed through Mines, the responsibility for creating community began to fall on us. Some of us became the energetic Ordigger Camp counselors, or competed in athletics, or joined fraternity and sorority life. But whether or not our involvement was marked by lines we added to our resumes, we all built this community in big and small ways. Think of our late night lab teams losing our minds as midnight ticked closer and the report was nowhere near done. Think of those study groups that evolved into friend groups, the late night fast food runs, or the rec sessions where we raced our gym buddies to grab that open bench. Every time we chose to show up for each other, we strengthened the community that got us here. One moment that truly shaped my view of the Mines community came during a summer study abroad program with Dr. Colston and other Mines students. We were taking an accelerated course with a lab, and most days we'd be in that lab for nearly 7 hours straight. But what stood out wasn't just the long hours, it was the way we tackled them together. No matter how many bugs we experienced or compile errors we got, no one packed up and left once their work was done. Instead, we stuck around, making sure everyone understood the lab, troubleshooting problems together, and helping each other get through it. And only when we all finished would we finally head to dinner as a group. That experience stuck with me, not just because of the late nights in the lab, but because it showed me something fundamental about Mines students. We don't just work alongside each other, we lift each other up. We value collaboration over competition, and that mindset and commitment to supporting those around us is what makes this community so special. Now, we're about to leave the most structured environment we've ever known. There are no more dorms full of potential friends, no assigned lab groups, no syllabi mapping out exactly what we should do next. Thankfully, we can build our new communities in the same way we've done at Mines. In our careers, that means looking out for the new hire who's just as lost on their first day as we were in DeFeQ. It means mentoring others and making space for new perspectives. In our personal lives, it means staying connected, reaching out and checking in, even when our lives get as busy as finals at Mines. Beyond these, it's using what we've learned, not just equations and software, but teamwork, resilience, and creativity to build something bigger than ourselves. Inventions, cultures that value people, communities that welcome future engineers. These responsibilities are ours. Because the world needs more than just skilled engineers. It needs engineers who support each other, who lift as they climb, who don't just enter spaces, but make them welcoming for those who follow. We Mines grads are those engineers. No matter whether it's printed circuit boards, drills, bridges, mathematical models, or community, Mines students will build it. Congratulations, fellow graduates.
Caitlin, thank you. That was amazing. And do you have a cheering section here? Where are they? Let's let the Caitlin cheering section stand up for us. Yeah. Hey, thank you for doing that. Thanks for being such an important part of the ceremony. All right. I now have the privilege to introduce our keynote speaker, Colorado School of Mines alumna Jackie Haney. Jackie, why don't you come on up and stand here? Let me tell you a little bit about Jackie. Jackie is co-founder and chief executive officer of Union Rock, a private equity firm located in Denver. Union Rock acquires and aggregates oil and gas, natural gas, minerals, other assets across key areas in the United States. There's a very receptive group over there for that, apparently. She earned her degree in chemical engineering from Colorado School of Mines. Was it CPR then, or was it chemical? We were the first without. Okay, first true chemical. While a student here, she was an accomplished student athlete, serving as co-captain of the varsity swim team and setting 9 school records during her 4 years here at Mines. She began her career at ExxonMobil, followed by 5 years at Shell Corporation, where she played strategic roles in designing, constructing, and operating offshore and onshore oil and natural gas assets. Before founding Union Rock, Jackie was a founding member of Copper Trail Partners and Cobalt Oil and Gas, partnering with institutional and family office investors to directly invest in working interest in mineral rights. She was also a manager of acquisitions and divestitures for Vinoco, an upstream oil and natural gas company. And with a career like that, it's not surprising that Jackie was recognized as one of the top women in energy by the Denver Business Journal in 2019. So please join me in welcoming Jackie Haney to the podium.
That's okay, I got it.
Before you talk, you got to make it look right.
Okay, thank you.
We have to dress it up appropriately.
Well, we have your bobblehead here, so.
Well, that's a scary thing.
Okay. Thank you, President Johnson. And thank you to the Board of Trustees, Provost Holtz, and distinguished faculty, and fellow alumni for this tremendous honor to share a few words with the class of 2025. Hello, ore diggers. Well done, graduates. Absolutely. And to you as well, family and friends, please give yourself a round of applause. I have an unusual request. I'd like you to go swimming with me. Indulge me for a moment, will you? I'd like to invite you to close your eyes and picture a large body of water, like Grand Lake, if you've been there, the Great Lakes in Michigan, where I'm from, or any other lake or ocean that comes to mind. Now, imagine that you're at the water's edge, staring out as far as your eyes can see. Maybe it's early in the morning, so an orange glow casts upon the water, which is very dark. The current is strong and powerful, like a life force. The water contains so much mystery, and it's easy to get caught up in its thrilling and unsettling nature. Like the space between what we know for certain and what we have yet to discover. What do you want to do? You want to swim to the other side, of course. In order to do this, you know you must work with the flow of the water, not swim against the current. You also know that you must trust in your own strength and resolve to get to the other side. Are you there yet? Okay. Feel free to open your eyes. Congratulations on reaching the other side, graduates. I also discovered my strength and resolve in the water. I began swimming at the age of 7, and by the time I was in high school, I was setting records. I grew up in a small town called Holt. It was such a small town that our swim team, the Holt Rams, were often the underdog competing against bigger, wealthier teams in Michigan. See, our school couldn't afford to bring an entourage to the championship meets like other teams, so a few of us would go, and it would test our confidence to be up against large teams. Everybody puts their pants on the same way. Our coaches constantly remind us before the big championship meets. Turns out, they were right. Swimming is what allowed me to go to Mines. I cold called Marv Kay, our athletic director at the time, and flat out asked him for an athletic scholarship. A scholarship was the only way I could afford to go to Mines. My parents are hardworking, wonderful people who never had the chance to fully complete their higher education. I would be the first person in my family to graduate with a college degree, if I could find a way to pay for it. Many of you also receive scholarships to help offset the cost of tuition. An important tradition I am so proud that Mines and its generous donors provide. I hope that you will also pay it forward to other deserving students someday. It can absolutely change someone's life. If you don't ask for what you want, you won't get what you want. Asking Coach K for a scholarship and making the decision to attend Mines changed the trajectory of my life. Every opportunity that has come to me since can in some way be traced back to asking for what I wanted and my involvement with Mines. Maybe some of you had a similar story where you had to forge a very different path than the one you were born into. Can you believe there are students from 49 different countries and tribal nations receiving degrees from Mines today? It's just incredible. I was a kid who had never been west of the Mississippi River. I was honored to get accepted to this prestigious school in Boston, but MIT wouldn't offer me any financial assistance. So I decided to attend the MIT of the West, which is obviously the better choice, right? When it came time to head to college, my parents rented a U-Haul and drove me to school. Guys, I had never seen a mountain or been at altitude before. Michigan is pretty flat. But suddenly I found myself here in Golden, nestled in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. The scenery is just surreal. And you guys can all relate, of course. Thank goodness for the swim team. It was hard work. We swam 5 miles a day, and often I had more than 5 hours of homework per night from what I can remember. I was tired all the time and often wanted to quit. Sound familiar? Yeah. Honestly, I pushed myself harder than I ever imagined. The rigor of all that training taught me to rely on myself and to never give up. This led me to an important life lesson about success. You have to define success for yourself. Isn't it amazing that Mines has also produced more All-Americans academic All-Americans in Division II than any other school in the country. This is a true testament to our academic and athletic prowess. If you don't ask for what you want, you won't get what you want. I wanted to be the CEO of Shell at one point, because why not? I mean, how many women are CEOs of multinational oil and gas companies? Can you believe it's a smaller percentage than the number of women who graduate from mines? The funny thing is that being CEO of a global company is the last job I would want today. I worked for both ExxonMobil and Shell in the years after graduating, where I gained important field experience working on offshore rigs in the Gulf of Mexico and operating assets in western Colorado. But I really rounded out my experience working at Veneco with Mines alums Tim Marcus and Bill Schneider, both true entrepreneurs. Veneco employed other Mines graduates as well, and also inspired the bold spirit that accompanies integrating engineering with entrepreneurship. Under their mentorship, I learned how to value and underwrite property transactions and much, much more. My time at Veneco is what set me up to go out on my own. By then, I had twin baby girls, and I wanted to control my schedule and my professional destiny. I knew that I could invest in similar deals with a lot less zeros, and that was fine by me. If you don't ask for what you want, you won't get what you want. The first company I started failed. I thought I had asked for what I wanted, only to find out that not owning the majority of your company makes it not your company. And sometimes goals change. How you handle failure is fundamental to your success. Remember that. No doubt, failure can be a mystery. You have to stand at that shore and learn to navigate a better course the next time. If you continue to swim against and fight the current, you will not know how to recognize the need to change direction to be in flow with your business the next time. That's not the same thing as having the courage to forge your own path and differentiate yourself in business. That does require you to swim against the current, a challenge necessary for growth. The failures I encountered early on in my business ultimately led me to the formation of Union Rock and to trusting that I could start and lead a very different kind of company. A company that is majority women-owned, but yet has equal numbers of men and women on our team. Union Rock is unconventional in other ways as well. We're small in comparison to other private equity firms in the oil and gas industry. My business partners and I wanted that. We also wanted to run a company that minimizes risk in a sometimes volatile industry by investing our funds quickly and providing recurring returns to our investors, which honestly, most of our competitors don't do. When I asked myself the question, what do I really want? It helped me to be intentional about other things as well. My co-founders and I were very intentional about not taking money to start Union Rock. Instead, we reinvested whatever we made to make sure we would have the ability to maintain ownership and build a small, dedicated team. We value flexibility in the workplace, and this has really paid off in terms of our loyal and engaged staff. This was not an easy decision early on, as it often meant pinching pennies and wearing a lot of hats at the same time. Graduates, in addition to all of your excitement, I understand that some of you may be scared as well. That's normal, and it's okay. The quality of your education at Mines will open doors for you. I am a testament to that. But just like that shore you pictured earlier, you must trust in your own strength. Trust in all the hard work it took to reach this milestone. Trust in your resolve and ability to adapt. The next generation of leaders will be recognized for their capacity for continuous reinvention rather than their qualifications. Remember, if you don't ask for what you want, you won't get what you want. As my fellow Michigander, Eminem, famously said, look, if you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? You can do anything you set your mind to. You are the CEO of your life. Congratulations, class of 2025. I'm truly, truly honored. Thank you.
Jackie, thank you very much for being such a big part of this ceremony. We have a couple things for you. They come in a big box, apparently. So first thing we've got for you, we have an M for you that was forged in the Mines hot shop. So in this comes from the bowels of Hill Hall. So you've got that.
Thank you.
For you as well, made by students. This is probably the only place in the universe where giving somebody a rock is a good thing. But we have a rock from the M with students and Blue Key members and lots of other folks' initials on here just for you to help you remember it. It's what you can tell it came from the M because it's got white paint all over it.
Official.
It's one of the ones that doesn't actually look like the landscape rock. So want to give that
Is it 10
for you
pounds?
as well. It's
Okay.
I'm guessing 8, but anyway, it's pretty close. And we know that you can't always show all of your Mine stuff or when you're getting ready for swimming or whatever, but you can hide your allegiances with these wonderful socks the students want you to have as well.
Excellent.
So blaster socks, they're always perfect.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And you can have one of these too. All right. Okay, next up, Dr. Pantel is going to get us going on a very special recognition that's going to take place here in a moment.
Thank you, President Johnson. Joining us now is U.S. Army Captain Nathan Illes. Captain Illes is a Ranger and senior parachutist. He served in 1st Infantry Division, the 173rd Airborne Brigade, and the 75th Ranger Regiment. His deployments include Ukraine and Afghanistan. His awards include the Ranger Tab, Senior Parachutist Badge, and the Expert Infantryman's Badge. Captain Illes currently serves as the Assistant Professor of Military Science at the Colorado School of Mines. Mines is one of the first 4 colleges in the United States to establish a Reserve Officers Training Corps, or ROTC program. We have a distinguished history of graduating exceptional students into military leadership positions that began in 1921 and continues today. Please welcome Captain Nathan Illes.
Good afternoon. It is both an honor and privilege for me to recognize today's ROTC graduates and share in this truly wonderful occasion. Colorado School of Mines has graduated over 2,500 commissioned officers since the inception of the ROTC program in the early 1900s. Today, we express our gratitude to those exceptionally professional students as they have chosen a path to serve our nation as officers in the United States military. Over the next few days, 6 Colorado School of Mines baccalaureate recipients will take their oath, the next step in becoming second lieutenants. They will be commissioned into the United States Air Force, United States Space Force, or the United States Army. I wish to extend our sincere appreciation to the cadets' parents and families for the support and encouragement you have provided your student while they studied at the Colorado School of Mines. We sincerely thank the faculty and staff of Colorado School of Mines for the mentorship and guidance you provided as these students pursued a commission while earning their degrees. Cadet Richard Young. Design Engineering will be commissioned in the United States Army, active duty as an armor officer. Congratulations and best wishes to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You get to add another one to your collection. Another one? Yes, every ceremony. We want you coming back. Where's Richard? Stand up for us. Where's he hide? Okay. Well, he should be here somewhere. We'll find him before the ceremony's over. Anyway, one last thing to do today before we walk across the stage, and that is special greeting going to be extended from the Mines alumni community. And for that today, Trustee Michael Kors is going to do that for us.
Graduates, I'm here today to extend a greeting from the Mines alumni community. Today, you will leave Mines as beneficiaries of a world-class education, one that has prepared you well for what comes next. You will have graduated from one of the most prestigious engineering and science universities in the world. We, the alumni, hope you take great pride in this accomplishment. Yesterday, you were members of a highly select group, students of the Colorado School of Mines. Today, you become members of a very loyal and proud group, alumni of the Colorado School of Mines. Wherever you go in your lives and careers, you'll find other Mines alumni around the globe. And to maximize these opportunities, we hope that you will find new connections through local alumni groups. We encourage you to find meaningful ways to stay connected to Mines. It is not only a great way to share your experiences and knowledge with the next generation of ore diggers, but also to learn from amazing things Mines alumni continue to do and to teach, inspire all of us. We also hope to see you back on campus for homecoming and other alumni events. Once again, congratulations for your great accomplishment today, and welcome to the Colorado School of Mines alumni community.
All right. Hey, anybody here in their guest group, alumni of Mines? If you are, why don't you stand up for a second so we can clap for you? Anybody out there is alums? All right. Oh, that's a lot today. Okay, we have now reached that part of the ceremony that we enjoy the most, which is cheering for our graduates as they cross the stage. Everyone's going to be responsible for clapping and cheering, and you can, clap, cheer, use those contraband noisemakers that you snuck in today. I know there's at least one out there. Yep. There might be more. If you're in the stands, feel free to stomp. You want to practice that? Good job, all right. And students, you appear experts with those cowbells already, so feel free to use those as much as you want. We're going to get warmed up a little bit with some group recognitions. So first, I'd like to acknowledge those students who are graduating with honors and distinction. So if you are graduating with academic honors cum laude, please stand up. If you are graduating with academic honors magna cum laude, would you please stand up? And if you managed to do this, and I don't know how you did, if you're in the Brainiac category, summa cum laude, stand up. Amazing. Next, I'd like to recognize students who've been selected for department or university level awards. Your names and their awards appear in the commencement program. I think you know who you are. So if you're receiving one of those awards from your department or at the university ceremony yesterday, would you please stand up? Yep. Okay, if you have worn to this ceremony cords and or stoles that designate participation in scholar, honors, service, or other communities at Mines, like Harvey Scholars, McBride, McCult, Blue Key Honor Society members, undergraduate research scholars, Tau Beta Pi are all good examples, but if you fit in that category, would you stand up as well? Next, I'd like to recognize a group that's special to many of us, and I suspect to our keynote speaker as well. So if you are the first ever in your family's history to graduate from college, please stand and be recognized. I would also like to take a moment to recognize our graduating student athletes. So if you're one of our Division II student athletes, would you stand up for a moment? So stay standing, and I'm going to ask Jackie, as a former student athlete, to read a little bit about your accomplishments, and I'm going to admire all the hardware that's up here on stage that's a result of your efforts.
Yes, absolutely impressive. Thank you. All right, this spring's graduating class includes 80 NCAA Division II student athletes. They're wearing silver stoles, and some are wearing their championship rings and All-American medals, which is unreal and incredible. You're obviously standing, but I'd like to read off a couple of different accomplishments. 53 of the student athletes have been RMAC champions as a member of a team or as individual competitors. Where are my rings at? All right. 48 have made NCAA tournament appearances on a team or as an individual. 15 are All-Americans, and they may be wearing their All-American medals. Congratulations. We have 4 national champions. In this ceremony, we have Jenna Ramsley Rutledge. Congrats, who won the NCAA Division II Indoor National 5,000 meter race. And Brock Drengenberg from the 2024 Men's National Cross Country Team. And here's the trophy. Jenna is also one of 2 recipients of the Mines President's Senior Scholar Athlete Award, and she's unable to attend the ceremony today because she's running a 10K race in California today to qualify for nationals. Good luck, Jenna. Finally, 4 of our varsity athlete graduates are academic All-Americans. Since that national award was created to recognize our high achievement, as I mentioned, we've produced more academic All-Americans than any other school. In addition to our varsity athletics, Mines also has incredibly successful club sports teams, including at least 5 national champions for our cycling team, and our women's rugby team was a national runner-up. Would all of our club student sport athletes stand, please? These are all true student athletes, and that is why they are so easy to cheer for. We all love it when the nerds win, right? All right, thank you so much. Give yourselves a round of applause.
I would like to mention that we do have one of your classmates isn't here today. So Theodore Ryder, Theo's playing in the NCAA regional second round of the, I think it's second round today, regional golf championship, trying to qualify for nationals. So let's give him a round of applause. Okay, it sounds to me like we're warmed up. I think nobody's going to pop a muscle from clapping or anything at this point. I think we're ready to get going. So. Bunch of us are going to line up here on stage. So Provost Rick Holtz, our deans, department heads, faculty, you can pop up anytime you want to shake the hands of any of the students. They're in your majors or otherwise, come on up. Jackie, feel free to shake hands with me. Trustees, feel free to hop in the line as well. We'll do that all together. Let's see, what else do I have to tell you about? Okay, let's see. The other instructions that I have to do. This is for our graduates. So I need to talk to the first person in line because everybody does exactly what the first person does after the first person does it. So the instructional part is that you're going to walk across the stage to me and shake my hand, and I'm going to try to trick you to look at me, but don't look at me because you want to look at the camera, which is right here. So the camera is right there, kind of in the middle, right about stage level. So you're going to do this awkward thing of sort of shaking my hand, kind of looking off to your right, a little bit down, because we want to get a good picture of you crossing the stage. Mom and Dad are fond of saying this is the most expensive picture ever taken. So make it a good one for them, please. The other thing I want to tell the audience about is, so we have a lot of departments, obviously, graduating in this program. That's the richness of this ceremony, is we get so many. When each department is announced, the first student or couple of students will be the students that were chosen by the faculty of those programs to be the outstanding graduating seniors for that program. So the first one's always led, which is why we always make sure one of the outstanding graduating seniors is the first student to cross the stage, because we know they're going to do it perfectly. Right, and then everybody will follow from there. But anyway, as each department is named, and the way you can recognize them is the outstanding graduating seniors are all wearing a pretty nice looking medal. It's a medal that they received in a ceremony yesterday. It looks a lot like this one here. And they were also told yesterday in the ceremony that they are not allowed to cross the stage unless they have their medal. So if they showed up and they're there and they don't have the medal on, the whole ceremony stops for a couple minutes. So hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully everybody has their medal, and we'll just we'll see how it all works out. So we've only had stoppage in, well, one of the three ceremonies today. So we'll see how this one goes. Okay? Everybody out there ready to make some noise? Let's hear it. Yep? Okay. Provost Holtz and the deans also do some grading, and there's like GPA boosts for the best, the loudest, the most, I don't know, episodic or something. There's a couple awards in there for them, right? So we'll see how they do. So I'm looking forward to shaking some hands. Everybody ready? Up, shake, up, pop up. Oh, yeah. We can't do it unless there's blasters on the podium. And they got to be blasters with the hats. It says like blaster hat swagger on the podium. I didn't, yeah. Good call. Okay. Let's do it.
From Mining Engineering, Bill Zisch, Department Head. Hunter Reagan Manat. Garrett J. Backerage. Heather Nicole Birmingham. Jun Chen. Jack Anthony Cremona. Aaron James Del Angel. Felipe Arturo Del Castillo. Joel Richard Dickinson. Fernando Luis Ferrand Ortiz. Esteban Gubbins Campbell. Benjamin Paul Harrington. Jennifer Jo Jarnigan. Jennifer Hannah Kinch. Derek Donato Liguri. Owen Carl Crosby Olmsted. Ethaniel Augustine Ramirez. Yui Hin Shi. Glenn A. Steer. Maxwell Allen Stultz. Luciano Vera. From Civil and Environmental Engineering, Dr. D. Vaughn Griffiths, Department Head. Jonathan David Fazell. Joshua Lewis Hilgartner. Andrew Joseph Ayer. Dana Nicole Baroldi. Samuel L. Benschotter. Andrew James Blessinger. Isabella Catherine Bono. Drake Carl Borden.
Zoe Halliday Brouillet.
Charles B. Burnett. Cinnamon Angel Clausen. Gavin Damian Clutter. Anne Marie Kovlin. Paige Nicole DeModica. Matthew Ryland Dauberthian. Alexis Yvonne Dobbins. Thomas Donovan. Lauren Teresa Ellens. Riley McKenna Elliott. Brock Alexander Ewing. Elinka L. Feliciano. Reagan Joy Fisher. Logan Nichols Freer. Kenneth Garcia Pena. Naomi Bell Keys Garris. Nithya Ananya Gahani. Sarah E. Gifford. Grant Patrick Glover. Madeline Emma Gottlieb. Dakota Santiago Gutierrez. Miguel Jesus Gutierrez. Dylan Vincent Hayworth. Elizabeth Ann Heisel. Gabrielle Claire Hernandez. Mamie Butterfly Hess. Mitchell D. Hiddison. Isabel Ann Hanako Hruby. Fabian Rodrigo Jimenez. Patrick Griffin Codewise. Dwayne Lack. Plakautimu Lay. Elijah Joseph Leahy. Emerson Grace Luan.
Jean Richard Long.
Grace Marie McCurdy. Ella Nightingale Miller. Gavin Andre Nelson. Trudy Ann Paetzold. Kyle A. Panado. Keandra Nicole Phelps. Jordy Ramos Nunez. Caleb David Ramsey. Trevor Scott Ryan. Zaid Izuddin Safian. Nadav Sagir. Lucas James Shotanis. Emily Grace Scott. Ashwini Shrestha. Hallie Grace Spradlin. Eleanor Lee Stubbe. Nathan Patrick Stober. Zanskar Lakota Stoller. Keegan James Terrell. Tayo John Tom. Arden L. Tubb. Richard Armando Venditti. Margaret Grace Wells. Nadine Wetzler. Logan William Weeman. Tyler Michael Worley. Gabriel Ramon Zavala. Emily T. Abbott. Lydia Allison. Rory Kellogg Alspa. Logan John Baker. Zachary Shaw Brooks. Bodie Leonard Kaman. Kayla Casudo. Jackson Paul Chu. Trevor M. Davis. Brock Robert Drengenberg. Kelly Mae Fairfield. Madeline Marshall Fox. Gracie E. Gallegos. Weston Gary. Reed I. Gorner. Parker Joseph Heron. Anna Olivia Hopper. Matthew Kelly Kavanaugh. Camden Gabriel Maestas. Aaron Nagaishi. Anna Marie Pierce. Megan Allie Pearson. Eduardo Santiago Ramirez. Riley Raylin Reeve. Noah Daniel Seiler. Zahra Sharofna. Raidan M. Sumi. Max Alexander Torbett. Courtney Elizabeth Weber. Samuel Harry Willards. Jake Preston Wright. From Electrical Engineering, Dr. Peter Owen, Department Head. Kenny Yoshio Hora. Sujala Charya. Nicholas R. Adams. Max Robert Allen. Meredith Ray Amrine. Benjamin L. Anderson. Malcolm Robert Anderson. Brianne Lynn Atkinson. David Anthony Augustine. Nathaniel S. Baker. Mason Nicholas Balos. Walter Joseph Bihalo. Drake Vincent Bondio. Declan McGee Brown. Corinne R. Boucher. Hunter Jonathan Burnham. Rachel Ann Cheyenne. Cameron Ray Connolly Hergert. Hayden Joshua Constas. Zahid Musa Conte. Kai A. Damstrom. Gabriel Mateo de Mate. Sierra Lynn Dennis. Holden Riley Drew. Kyle Anthony Drosty. Timothy Paul Dugan. Carson S. Dulitz. Ethan Paul Erdman. Cody Jeffrey Felling. Thomas A. Fisher. Ian Fogarty. Cambry A. Fraser. Samuel Parker Fuller. William James Garlitz. Raul Eugene Gerhardus. Colton Scott Giles. Cooper Kenneth Green. Spencer Stephen Groth. Xavier Alonso Guardado. Paul Braden Guthrie. Matthew John Hatch. Quinn Haymanowski. Noah Scott Henderson. Madeline Christine Houghton. Ashley Vittorio Jensen. Dylan Robert Jenkins. Max D. Johnson. Andrew T. Jordan. Zoe Guinevere Karniski. Caden James Kessler. Joseph Robert Kirby. Christopher Paul Canole. Ethan B. Kunze. Daniel Christian Langdon. Eugene Lee. Caitlin Elise Lilly. Joshua James Lindahl. Christian Samuel Lopez. Anthony Hongda Lu. Alex Lua. Simon Joseph Lucia.
Olivia Rose Marez.
John James Marley. Grace Jillian Marquez. Ian Sheldon McGrath. Ryan Faith Miller. Dashiell Stanford Morrison. Tate Turnbull, Cooley Morrison. Jack Anthony Mullen. Hannah Lynn Ninke. Owen Lewis Nord. Caden Michael Newbell. Jalen K.O. Celia Ostrom. Ethan Michael Peterson. Cooper Clifton Phillips. Brandon Allen Potts. Sini Quach. Joshua Ramirez Malerva. Brendan M. Roberts. Emilio Robert Rodriguez. Paulina Regina. Elias Aaron Engel Schiffman. Joel M. Shorey. Tyler Jack Sidlow. Jorge Sierra. Evan Olaf Slavens. Benjamin Isaac Sprick. Timothy David Strawn. John M. Tacketts. Ezra Josue Torrento Chacon. Brendan Edward Thompson Pachetto. Alexander Scott Wharton. Jacob Grayson Wharton. Andrew James Wykowitz. Luke Nicholas Wolbeck. Adelaide C.U. Mark Zimmerman. Olivia T. Zindel.
Don't go anywhere. We have a work stoppage. One of those things that, you can't cross the stage without your medal, unfortunately, is happening right now. I don't know. I sure hope Elizabeth has a good excuse for this. I don't know. You think it's a good one? I think she thinks it's a good one. Anyway, just want to say a little bit. Our next student, Elizabeth Snyder, is going to cross stage. She's an outstanding graduating senior in her program, but she doesn't have her medal yet because yesterday when we were handing them out at a program, she decided to get married. And not only did she decide to get married, she decided to get married to someone who graduated in the last ceremony. And she also, in getting married, drew out one of the other outstanding graduating seniors from the previous ceremony who also didn't have his medal because he was serving as best man in her ceremony. So anyway, I think it's a pretty good reason. And so when Elizabeth, after she shakes my hand, I am going to put her medal on her so she can continue crossing the stage as an outstanding graduating senior from her program.
From Geology and Geological Engineering, Dr. Alexis Navarre Sichler, Department Head. Elizabeth Helen Snyder. Brianna Janae Alcorn.
Emma Renee Blair.
Nina Catherine Botvin. Hannah Marie Brown. John Raymond Burnett. Laura Rose Butler. Charles Cooper Crosby. Martha Camille Fowler. Maxwell Jacob Fry. Sarah A. Giroux. Luke George Hansen. Jacob Walker Harrison. Peter Radoslav Kozlovsky. Ariana Angel Lucas. Sila Ray Martinez. Enzo Molina. Karen Elizabeth Pedersen. Isaac E. Pope. Garrett James Ryder. Caleb Stallion Roots. Dominic James Scalise. Alexander Caleb Schmidt. Anna B. Smith. Crockett Thomas Stultz. Marilyn Rose Suarez. From Petroleum Engineering, Dr. Jennifer Miskimmons, Department Head. Marco Tang. Moses Benedict Agboji. Shahad Lakman Alabas. Akram Ala Alaithan. Ali Yusuf Alali. Ala Abdurrahman Alanizi. Khaled Khalaf Alaufi, Abdul Hadi Abdulaziz Aldara, Osama Abdulaziz Al Ghamdi, Yara Abdullah Al Ghamdi, Sulaiman Abdul Hadi Al Irani, Abdullah Ali Al Katoni, Ahmed Ibrahim Al Sahaibani, Peyton Wayne Baumgartner, Osama Mohammed Bauji, Jack Thomas Engler, Nicholas Mark Fernhout, Abdullah Ibrahim Khawaji, Patrick David Kingsbury, Fangayu Yaya Watara, Francisco Junior Ramos, John Malcolm Schwartz, Alfonso Serna Jr., Jawad Ramzi Shabana, Michael Christian Siderus, Alfred Wayne Snodgrass III, John Thomas Wells, Razen Mohammed Zaria. From Geophysics, Dr. Paul Sava, Department Head. Nathan Bigelow, Samantha Elizabeth Burton, Miley Nicole Corso, Paige C. Dompierre, Grace Mary Galvin, Aiden Joseph Hamre,
Alexis C. Herr,
Thomas Fuduk Ho, Mia Lynn Youngman, Jackson Ryan Krieger, Chloe G. Locke, Luke Anthony Mazza, Anna Caroline Nichols, Jalen A. Perkins, Colin McKenney Thomas, Tyler Robert Witt, from Applied Mathematics and Statistics, Dr. Stephen Pankovich, Department Head, Cash Curtis Cherry, Sawyer Frank Allen, Michael John Bassanese, Laura Ferreira Bazera, Jaden Margaret Bradbury, Alicia Nicole Dante, Tyler Austin Dendy, Harlan J. Dubois, Adeline Vasquez Frisbee, Macy Jo Glover, Elsa Jenkin Heydrich, Jacob Scott Hofer, Joseph Allen Houston, Alexandra Ray Jacoby, Daniel Morgan Crouchiu. Jennifer K. Lalone.
Ines Ayla Lanham.
Chance Anthony McCanyan. Isabel Yitka McGivney. Cole Patrick McGuire. Brianna K. Neville. Hejin Park. Nathaniel Douglas Rameli. Lily Marguerite Reneker. Natalie K. Alaula Rouse. Jaden Morgan Thiemann. Miley Joelle Tinker. Town C. Uhl. Tegan Dawn Ward. Aaliyah R. Williams. Claudia Marie Wilson. Molly Renee Wolf. From Economics and Business, Dr. Scott Hauser, Department Head. Tess Ava Lozensky. Alicia Rodriguez Juarez. Megan Lucille Meehan. Ariel Rosa Montoya. Brody Michael Welch. Grace Helene Aree. Connor Joseph Burns. Ryan Patrick Drezga. Blake Edward Howard. Sophia Grace Hemness.
Julia Shawn Lacey.
Michaela Grace Main. Kalia Taylor Meyer. Stephanie Ann Schultz. Whitney Ann Holst Swafford. From Engineering, Design, and Society, Dr. Dean Newsma, Department Head. Landon Todd Roberts. Colin E. Barber. Ava Corina Berger. Erin Kaylee Bernice. Shannon Margaret Freeman. Lucinda Rose Gilbert Fagan. Michael Matthew Leone. Kayla Jasmine Long. Christopher J. Hyun Olston. Rosalie Renee Rowenzon.
Okay, we got a few more to do. I just want to say you are now going to witness, as if you haven't already today, something that has never happened at a mine ceremony before.
Bryn Thomas Russell.
And the last ones to cross the stage, we have to clap twice as loud because they've all earned somehow, I don't know how they do this, 2 degrees, and they're getting recognized for both as they come across. So let's make it, yeah, twice as loud, and maybe we have to shake hands twice with each of them too. I don't know, something like that.
Blake Isaac Bilhards. Jacob C. Halvey. Jack Edward Martin O'Reilly. Kyle P. Sperber. Kieran P. Yanaway.
All right, how about a big round of applause for all of our graduates? Okay, we're gonna make your degrees official here in a moment, but we got to do a couple things first. Want to recognize our mortarboard winners. So we allow our students to be creative with their hats and their mortarboards, and somebody figures out who's got the best one. I don't know how they do it. I think we've got it all programmed into some sort of weird AI algorithm or something at this point. But in any case, the winners are Alexis Dobbins from Civil. Stand up, Alexis. And for mining, Jack Cremona. All right. Okay. Now we're going to do. Actually, what'd you all think about the clapping in this one? Pretty good. Any particular majors stand out for you or anything? I have to tell you, this was. This group, I'm glad we had you last. You were like the most purposeful walkers across. Michael's been here to all 3 of these. This was the most purposeful walking group and the most energetic walking across the stage. So you should give yourselves a round of applause for that. And I'll tell you, just sort of listening while I was standing up here, whoever's in this section was just cheering for everybody. So you were pretty awesome. And there's a front row right there that's just got some of the loudest voices I heard the whole time. So they were awesome, and I think we should just give them all GPA boosts. So what the heck? So anyway, okay. So we're gonna confer your degrees. Let me tell you how this is gonna work. In a minute, we'll ask all the graduates to stand. Provost Holtz, Trustee Coors, and I are gonna read some magical words that will confer the degrees. When we reach the end of reading those sacred words, you'll know we're there because I'll ask you to take your tassel and move it from the right to the left. At that point, we get to make a lot of noise for you. We're going to be filming you, so you know all those movies that you've watched where like people are graduating and they like throw their hats up and they bump into whatever they do out there? You're going to be part of that, okay? And then we're going to, at the end, compare which ceremony had the best at the end. I think this group might do it, so we'll see. So anyway, at that point, we will all cheer, and then when the cheering sort of subsides a little from that, we're going to kick into the fight song, okay? And then when the fight song is done, we're going to make a lot of noise again, and then Professor Vias over here gets to decide, as the representative of the Faculty Senate, when the ceremony ends. If he thinks you're loud enough at that point, he will close this Dusty Day Ray Metallica book that hopefully it's something that all the mining engineers have a copy of because it's like the first ever mining engineering book there ever was created. When that happens, we're going to fire off a couple blasters from here. Some other things may happen. Loud music is going to start to play, and then the platform party is going to try to escape. Normally, I ask the audience to let them escape first, but actually, I don't need them again for the rest of. We've already done our ceremony, so I don't know what happens to them. But normally, I would ask you to stay in place till they get out those doors. And then hopefully you can all meet us outside. It's a beautiful day out there. We've got cookies, we've got cupcakes, we've got things you can take pictures in front of. You can go ring the bell in front of Guggenheim and drive the people in Golden crazy. And we have a special guest out there, this cute little burro named Blaster. And he's going to be out there to take pictures with you all, and he's looking forward to getting to see all of you. So, okay, we're going to need a little help with this. Couple of things. Going to need somebody to help us with the fight song. We always need somebody to lead us with the fight song. Oh, wait, we got somebody who's coming. Might do it for us. Blaster's pumped up for this one, I'll tell you that. Yes, okay. Blaster's gonna want a few people to help him with the fight song up here on stage. So if, I keep hearing Peter. Where's Peter? Peter? Oh, Peter Owen, you've been nominated by your departments to help us. All right, we need a few of our student athletes up here because you know the fight song better than anybody else. Can we get some representatives from each of the teams up here? Let's go, let's go. Come on, I see a few people hopping up. Come on. Yep. All right. Let's go. Yeah, you can do this. Yep. We got some, all right. Excellent, we're doing pretty good. I'm gonna need someone to help me shoot the blaster, and I would like Esteban Govins to come up here to help me with that. Esteban. Oh, we got a good group up here. Wow, this is awesome. Okay. All right, Esteban over here. And you might need a little help since you're a mining engineer, right?
Yeah.
We probably need an electrical in the group. So Kenny, get over here and help out with this. And I think somebody who knows how to shoot rockets way up in the sky. So Ashley Jansen, Ashley, get up here, help us out. All right. And I think also to join the crowd, we have someone in this graduating class who is so spirited. Blaster, you're going to love this one. She told me a couple days ago she was going to convince everybody in her family to have blaster tattoos on their face for this ceremony. And she's sitting right there. So why don't you come on up too with us? She got cool boots too. All right, I'm going to hand you this. Don't point at anybody.
Okay, no way.
Sorry, Blaster. when it's time, there's a safety switch right here.
Okay.
It goes on, and that's that.
Okay.
All right. Where's Peter Owen? You should probably be in the middle. I mean, I don't know. You're okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, so just go over what we're going to do one more time. We're going to confer degrees. You're going to move your tassels. We're going to make a lot of noise. When that noise dies down, we're going to sing the fight song. At the end of that, we're going to make a lot of noise, and then Professor Villas is going to decide if we're loud enough. I have to warn you that we have no other ceremonies after this, so he could drag this out forever. But I'm hoping he doesn't, because a lot of people have probably dinner reservations that they want to go to. So hopefully we can all be loud enough to make this work, and then when the book closes, that's when you get to shoot the blasters. And I think we've got just about everything figured out. So Provost Holtz, would you join me? And Trustee Coors, would you help me out here too? All right. Somewhere in here we have words to read. I think they're right here. Oh, we need one other thing. Jackie, you need to be part of this too. we have a special role for you in this. Peter's already in charge of singing, so. You know, for symmetry, I think we need another one of those. And another first ever in a Mines graduation ceremony. We're going to have somebody else help us that's coming over from the stage over here. One of your graduating class members. And I got to tell you, our Mandalorian guy at the end here, he made that whole outfit himself, 3D printing and all sorts of stuff. He's been working on this just for this ceremony. If you don't recognize him, that's Chris Dolson in there, and I think he's done a great job there. So I think we have stacked the stage as much as we can, and we've never done this with a double E department head, so I don't know what's going to happen at this point, but I'm a little worried too, but I think this might work. You know, we should warm up just a little bit with cheering. I would like us to, we're going to recognize a group in the audience for a moment, but I would like, Esteban, I need you back over here for a second for this part. And I would like us, this weekend's Mother's Day, right? And so I'm going to ask all the moms in the audience to stand, but I would like to give Esteban a chance. His mom's in Peru. His mom wanted to come to the ceremony, but she wasn't able to get here because she couldn't get a visa in time, I think, to get here. And so I wanted to give Esteban a chance just to say hi to his mom, and then I'm going to ask all the moms, well, ask all the moms stand up for a second. Let's get all the moms up. Okay. Esteban is going to say hi to his mom. She's watching online, and then we're going to make a lot of noise for the moms.
Okay. Hi, Mom. I don't know where you are. I hope you're with little Mati and with everybody. I just asked this for us a little gift because you couldn't come here. But I just want to say that I love you. You're my best friend, and I'm always thinking of you.
Okay, thank you, moms. Provost Holtz, let's get going.
All right.
We got dinner reservations.
All right, who's hungry? They're hungry. All right, candidates for the bachelor's degree, please rise. They did that pretty well. President Johnson, with the approval of the faculty, I recommend that the Bachelor of Science degree be conferred upon these candidates. The candidates who are unable to be present today will be awarded their degrees in absentia. Their names appear in the program.
Thank you, Provost Holtz, and thank you for the 6 years as being provost. This is your last time reading those words for us, but we appreciate all that you have done, and thank you. Trustee Coors, I present to the Board of Trustees these outstanding candidates. Each has been recommended by our world-class faculty. I concur with Provost Holtz and our faculty, and it is my honor to present these candidates in Hell of Engineers for your acceptance.
President Johnson, by action of the Board of Trustees of the Colorado School of Mines, taken during our meeting on May 2nd, 2025, I direct you to award these candidates the degrees they have earned.
Graduates, you ready for the magic? All right. Hey, thanks everyone for being here today. Thank you for making this such a wonderful ceremony. Graduates, thanks for being so enthusiastic and being so much fun today. And it's a pleasure to read these next words for you. Upon recommendation of the faculty and by authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degree of Bachelor of Science in the designated curriculum with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. I congratulate you on this outstanding accomplishment. You can now move that tassel from the right to the left if you haven't already done so. Congratulations. Let's go wild. Okay. Fight song time. N-I-N-E-S. What the hell do we care now? All right, let's make some noise. I think we're done. All right. Oh, in this. Oh, stay for a picture. Stay. All right, stay. Chris, stay.